I've been in relationships. I've had friendships, man, where I shouldn't. I should have just booted them like Sparta, and kicked them down to that hole, man. But I kept coming. I kept having them come around because in my mind, um, my inner child was familiar with the toxicity and the atmosphere in which it created as well too. So even though it was chaotic, there was somehow
Comfort.
there was comfort in the
Yeah.
chaos, bro. Because I was just naturally used to those things. Like wait. Wait. What it do, what it is, y'all. Coach Clay here for another Maximum Mindset. Today, we are diving into a topic that many don't even realize that they're connected to in their growth, which is your inner child and how discipline actually is a way to heal your inner child. Now, before we go like too far into this and before you check out and think this is some soft type of therapy adjacent stuff, I just want to tell you the truth about everything that some of the strongest people are struggling because the child version of them is still running parts of their adult life. How many people Brody, in your life they're the old as can be and they have the attitude and mindset of a 12-year-old.
Yeah, you can tell by how people handle certain situations or how they react in certain situations. They're like, oh, this is a child.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
man. Yeah, you go into different avenues and niches and things like that and you meet different people and you have conversations connections and I know for me myself I view myself as emotionally intelligent person and I can decipher and I can dictate different emotions and I can process things differently in a way that's conducive to having conversations and connections where a lot of people don't know how to do that. They haven't taken the time to actually heal their inner child. They haven't taken the time to dive within themselves because they may be scared or don't know how to do it.
Yeah, so like certain people that can be um, easily manipulated because of their emotion.
Yeah, man.
We see that a lot online, and like there's a lot of political stuff happening, and like people are just getting manipulated by their emotion,
Left to
right?
right.
And then people that are the people, probably a lot of these politicians that are aware of how easily people are manipulated by their emotions, it makes them elite
Yeah.
at at
Manipulation.
manipulation and narratives. It just makes them elite at that when they know they can pull on this, they can pull
Yeah.
on that, they can play, they can just kind of mold you and push you along whatever path they want to push you if they know exactly what's going to trigger you.
Mold you and push you in a way that they want you to be,
Yeah.
not in a way that you want to be. Your relationship with discipline, your reactions, your boundaries, your habits, the way you respond to pressure, the way you talk to yourself, all that is shaped by the 7-year-old version within yourself. So that's the main thing I want to talk about today. And this first part of this, it talks about the discipline you got versus the discipline that you needed.
Mm.
So this like always I want to tell you a personal story and I had to learn this the hard way. Most of us didn't actually learn discipline. We learned control. We learned to do as I say. Don't ask questions because I said so. Stop crying. Fix your face. How many times growing up, man, or being in situations or things like that, even church growing up, where you always told, "Hey, don't ask questions. Hey, I know what I'm talking about. Just listen to me." Or you talked about you and your mom. You said you're a little defiant, but what you say
Yeah,
you did
I was
always?
always asking why,
I always ask.
unknowingly asking why.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Why? My mom was like, you better be a lawyer when you're big. The way you grilling me on this.
Yeah, man, but it's like we always learn these types of things, and it's like what we talked about in previous episodes. All that is a coffee table that kind of boxes us into to not even knowing ourselves as a person or not being able to have any type of continual growth. We're stuck in this one mindset, and we have to realize that that's not discipline at all. That's just obedience training, man.
Yeah.
It's like training a dog, man. Or the last thing you want to do is train your children how you would train your dog. Because what do you train your dog to do? To sit, to stay, go eat. Let's go for a walk. Do certain commands. We do this, and what the dog do? he's ready to go, man. But we're not like that. Um, that's survival in itself, and it's actually like emotional suppression with all that as well too. Um, I'm trying to think like there was an article I was reading. I can't remember what it was called, but in this it talked about how psychologists called this um, authoritarian upbringing, and it's a system built on fear and not guidance. So kids being raised in this type of environment grow up thinking that discipline equals punishment, that structure equals restriction, boundaries equal danger, rest equals guilt, expression equals disrespect, and mistakes equals shame. So as an adult, we either repeat it or we try to rebel against all this as well too. And neither of one of those actually heal us; they actually hurt us. So
You know, you were talking about that. Reminds me of something I saw. You said like authoritarian, just like the different styles, right?
yeah,
And I saw a video of Bill Burr, Jimmy
yeah,
Bill podcast,
yeah,
and Bill the guy it was a Howie Mandel
yeah,
with the daughter. He had a
uh,
daughter.
yeah,
So Bill Burr has a daughter,
yeah.
and Howie was like, "Oof, wait till she's a teenager, man."
Okay.
And then Bill Burr was like, "That's what everybody who fails as a father tells me." you
That's
know?
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like, wow, it was like I never heard someone say that. I've always heard the wait until she's a teenager.
Yeah, yeah,
But I've never heard someone say, well, the teenage phase is only an issue for fathers if you fail as a father,
yeah,
right?
yeah. This
If you're not if you're not
that's
if
the
you're
truth,
if
man.
you're not like what you're saying, if you're not like that authoritarian, if you're
Yeah.
someone who's guiding them,
Yeah.
if you're someone who's what's the word you used?
Authoritarian upbringing.
But you wanted to be a
You want to. It's not the kids growing up and they think there's discipline and punishment. Expression equals disrespect. Mistake equals shame. And then as adults, we either repeat it or we rebel against it. Even the boundaries equal danger, and destruction equals restrictions with all of us. And like I was saying before, all this none of that stuff actually heals us. It actually just hurts us throughout all that stuff too.
yeah, just like being the person that can guide your daughter, or being someone your daughter can talk to.
Yeah.
Then you're not, and then that kind of just nips that in the butt of like, oof, wait until she's a teenager.
Yeah.
Wait till she's a teenager, man.
It's funny that you say that, man, because having two and you having one, man, I have like I've been people all the time. I come across people all the time in my businesses that I tell them about my kids and like, oh man, you're just getting started. I'm thinking my kids are pretty easy. But I think that's just because why I've gotten past the mindset of not of healing my inner self, of healing my 7-year old Clayton that never got his way, so I don't have to actually like present that to my children as well too. And plus, you know, I'm a new generational parent, man, where I just tell shit how it is, bro. Like,
Truth.
yeah, the truth, man. My parents never told me the truth, man.
That's why I was
Them
asking
niggas
why
always
so many
lie.
times.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't want to tell me the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, like we mean I'm not supposed to ask questions.
Yeah.
I remember my pops always not my pops, but my mom always told me, "Don't ask questions, boy." And I'm like, why? Why can't I ask questions
Right.
when you guys taught me to be independent? How can I be independent if I don't ask any type of question? If you guys can hear that, that's my cat, Mr. Bojangles. Yeah, he's just saying hello. He's gonna be by this door the whole time, just talking and whining. But kind of going back to this, we have to remember the truth of this, and we have to remember that healthy discipline isn't punishment; it's actually protection. Which kind of goes into our next portion of this, which is your inner child still lives in your adult patterns. So I want to get real for a second. So when you procrastinate, that's your inner child avoiding any type of pressure, because when you overwork, that's your inner child trying to earn love. When you self sabotage, that's your inner child afraid of failing. And when you can't rest without feeling guilty, that's your inner child still scared of getting in trouble. Even with toxic situations, man, how many times have you been in a toxic situation with past love or even with people, and you stayed too long? All the time, man. I've been in relationships. I've had friendships, man, where I knew I knew I shouldn't. I should have just booted them like Sparta, and kicked them down to that hole, man. But I kept coming. I kept having them come around because in my mind, um, my inner child was familiar with the toxicity and the atmosphere in which it created as well too. So even though it was chaotic, there was somehow
Comfort.
there was comfort
Yeah.
in the chaos, bro. Because I was just naturally used to those things. Not and I'm thinking that they're normal, and they ain't normal at all. Because you would ask another person, I could tell you the same thing. You're like, nigga, you fucked up.
Yeah, it's like it's like you can't. I can't sleep unless there's people that are like, oh, I can't sleep unless there's noise happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's a TV is on.
Yeah,
I
like a
need
fan
a TV
going.
on. I need a fan and white noise.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, damn, bro, how do you grow up? Like, you grew up in a loud house, bro.
Yeah, man.
They ain't gonna sleep in your house.
Boy, having that distractions constantly, either from external noises or maybe even internal noises,
Yeah.
where they can't even sit in silence. Man, there's some people that can't even sit in silence for a minute or two because why? Because there's those internal demons may come up and they haven't talked to them, they haven't defeated them, they haven't done anything with them, man. When we think we're adults by making adult decisions, and but half the time it's our inner child that's driving the car. I don't know about you, but I don't want my son driving my car. I want my daughter driving my car. They're 10 and 12. I'm a grown ass man and a grown ass adult. So for me, I can't allow my inner child to dictate the path on which I'm going to go. Every decision that I make has to be a decision that is based on the person I am today, not based on the traumas and the reactions that I've had or what I developed when I was a child going into this. So this discipline is how you create safety in for your inner child. And I want to bring up a study in the developmental psychology. It shows that the most resilient, confident adults come from one specific parenting style, which is authoritative parenting, which equals high structure plus high warmth. So clear expectations, but also support, boundary, but also grace, accountability that coincides with empathy. And that's the model we should have gotten, but even if we didn't, we can give it to ourselves now. So every time you choose discipline for your health, for your money, for your rest, for your boundaries, for your goals, you are reparenting the child in you who has never had that type of consistency. And discipline isn't something that you do this or something else, do this or else. It's this is discipline is I want you to win and I'm not going to ban you again. So I know for me, it's knowing that my inner child needs to be soothed in some type of way, shape, or form, and allowing myself to do that, man. Allowing myself to give myself grace. Allowing myself when I feel something that's going on in my body that I don't like, taking the time. Hey, what's wrong, big dog? That's what I call it. I talk to myself. What's wrong, big dog? Yeah, I'll talk to everybody else, man. Yeah, what's wrong, big dog? What you feeling today? How you feeling? What's going on? Why do you feel this way? And then from there I can decipher because why? I'm a grown ass man. I ain't no kid. What can a kid do? They can't control their emotions. They're off the hinges majority of the time. They want their way. They throw temper tantrums and things like that. And as an adult, what do we do? How do we slow down or talk to a child reasonably? We have to get down to their level. What's going on, man? With you? Why are you feeling that way? I'm sorry you're feeling that way. What brought you to feel those types of reactions? And what can I do to help you create that safety within yourself?
I've never had that.
Yeah, you never had safety?
No, I never had that conversation from a parent, like
Yeah.
growing up. How do you feel? Like, and there's no shade. There's no shade.
No, yeah, no shade at all. No, hey, bro.
I don't remember ever having that conversation of like, hey, how do you feel? Why are you acting this way? Or I never. It's like do this.
Yeah, or else, or whoop your ass.
Do this or else.
Yeah, it was never the expression of why, because you already said it. Why can't I do this?
Yeah.
You always ask your moms why can't I do this? I always ask my parents why can't I do this? Because I said so.
Yeah. At the end, once she didn't have any more reasons, it's because I said so.
Yeah, man. And it's not like that. You can't win with that type of nature, man. You had to, as a child, as a child, I want to know. We're children. Children are all about growth and learning. I just want to know why I can't do that. Give me actually specific understanding of why I can't do this certain thing so I can know and understand. Because if you don't do that, I'm gonna rebel. I'm gonna do them anyways because I want to learn because you didn't teach me the why. You just told me I couldn't do it
Yeah.
because you put me in that underneath that coffee table and would let me stand on that mug.
That's why the strict parents have the worst kids,
Yeah,
because it's that.
bro.
It's the or else, or it's
Yeah,
this
man.
and this, and then they gotta go find the answer somewhere else.
Bro,
They gotta go figure it out.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna cap, man. I was one of them kids, bro. Like my mom and my dad would tell me I couldn't do things. You know what I did?
Did
Did
them.
it anyways.
I went and did them.
Yeah, just did it anyways, man. I just did it behind her back. I'm sorry, mom.
Yeah.
I did it behind.
Sorry, mom.
Yeah. I did it behind her back because why? I still want to experience it. And you tell me no, but not give me a specific reason. Like, hey, don't run around with scissors. Why? Not because I said so, but because if you fall, you may spear yourself in the chest and die.
Oh,
You know?
hey, I did that once,
Yeah.
and when I did that,
Yeah.
I did this. Like
Yeah, man. I remember I did some stupid things growing up as a kid that to the point of like, oh man. I look back and now and I'm like, I could have really killed myself. But you know what? I know that now. I know that now. But now, when my son, because he's literally the image of me. Because why we talked about in the previous episode where we are our parents
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So he's gonna do the same things I do. Now I have the knowledge of like, hey, don't do that. And when he asks why, I'm like, oh man, because I remember when I was your age and I did that. It fucked me up, bro. Like, or
and
I,
or I know you want to do that.
yeah,
Because I wanted to do
yeah,
it.
yeah. And you can come to them in a manner that's still like respectful and be like down to their level where they're like, okay, I understand. I don't have to do that. So also we have to remember that discipline is love. That goes into our next part of this. The younger version of you didn't get to choose their environment, but the adult version of you gets to build a new one. So instead of saying I discipline myself because I never feel like I was enough, try this. Say I discipline myself because I deserve a life that feels safe and structured. Instead of saying I push myself because I'm behind, say I guide myself because someone has to lead me and it's going to be me. Take responsibility and accountability for yourself. Or even if I'm just fixing my flaws, I'm just fixing something within myself. I'm protecting my potential, man. Like I'm protecting my potential. When discipline comes from a form of love instead of fear, you stop dragging yourself and you actually start leading yourself. So, which brings it into our other part, which is part 5, which is reparenting rituals, practicing practical healing steps. So healing discipline number 1 is to create a bedtime like a parent would, not by force, not uh, by punishment, but consistency. And your nervous system needs a nighttime leader. Think about think about the discipline you can have and what can occur if you give yourself a bedtime. What does that do? You started creating discipline within yourself. What have you started doing?
I have to. I have to.
Even within last week, what's been going down?
I've been starting meal prepping so I can eat good.
Because why?
Because if I don't, I won't. you know, I'll either skip meals
Uh huh.
or eat some bullshit.
Yep.
You know. Also, like I've been waking up early with the baby,
Yeah.
but I haven't been putting a bedtime for myself, so I've been staying up late.
Okay.
So then that's been ruining my life.
Okay.
So so I've been waking up at 4ish,
Yeah.
going to bed at midnight. So what I'm gonna do, I'm sleeping 4 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not sustainable.
And then what's
Not
that?
for me, at least.
Yeah. And what does that do with you, man? How you feel?
Cognitive, like I'm just not.
You
I'm
know,
just foggy. Like,
yeah.
kind of.
Can't function in that.
Yeah, I'm kind of just going through the motions of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm not as efficient as I could be. So yeah, so I've been going to bed a little earlier now. So
Yeah.
I'm just doing a lot better.
But it's just about creating those
Which is
that
so funny because when you're a kid, your parents are trying to give you a bedtime.
yeah.
They tell you go to bed early, and of course you don't want to.
Yeah.
And then you become an adult, and you're like, God, I want to go to bed
Yeah,
early. You know,
you
it's
try to
all
find
these
all the
things.
reasons
Yeah.
to, and then you can't.
And it's like as you grow up, and you want your parents are like, I'll make you food at home. Eat the food I make you at home.
Yeah.
Eat the food I make you at home. And you're like, no, all I want to do is eat out.
Yeah.
And then you become an adult, and you're like, I don't want to eat out.
Yeah,
I want a home cooked meal, a nice home cooked meal.
Because
It's
it
like all
feels
those things.
because it feels better.
Yeah,
Think
it
about
feels
the how you feel after a meal that you cooked and prepare yourself. You know what exactly you put in it. You know there's no additives, no preservatives. It hasn't been on the shelf for 2 weeks straight. You know, so there's not none of that unhealthy crap in there. Think about how you feel when you tell yourself, "Hey, I'm gonna go to bed early," and you wake up and get a good 7, 8 hours of sleep, bro. You feel. I mean, I feel invincible, man. When I can get 7+ hours, I feel like it can nothing stop me. I feel invincible when I know that I've been eating right for a good week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That my body feels great because I'm putting fuel into my body that I know will sustain my body. I'm not just putting this fast food crap in my body. I'm not going to 7-Eleven or Quick Trip, even though I love those places because I'm on the road all the time and I be getting like them sandwiches and shit there. But I know for a fact that I don't know what's in that stuff. I don't know what they cook it in. I don't know any of that. And being able to sit down and have a good cooked meal, man, that I know I prepare for myself, is gonna be sustain. It's gonna sustain me.
I made a rule of myself this weekend actually. I said moving forward, no more fast food, right?
Okay.
And I said if I'm out, right, and I want fast food, like I'm hungry or anything,
Yeah.
I have to stop at either a Kroger or a 7-Eleven and
Yeah.
get like just they have those bag of jerky that I like.
Yeah.
There's like those they have like a spicy sausage links.
Uh-huh,
It's like
yeah.
jerky and it's high protein.
Yeah.
So myself, if I am hungry and I need to stop at a thing, my rule is instead of stopping at fast food, automatically go to one of these places and get like jerky or something
Something quick.
and put the and then eat that.
You know it's gonna have protein in it.
Yeah,
And that's
eat
that's
that
all.
until I get to
Yeah, because that's all you need. You don't need that full meal, man. Because that jerky stick, maybe 200 calories, maybe that, but it also has like 10+ grams of protein, which will sustain you for the rest of the day. Where that McDonald's or that Jimmy John's or whatever it is, man, it may have some, but think about all the carbs, the fats, and all that other stuff that you put in your body, and then think about what that does to you. This wears you down. It doesn't give you any type of energy source. It doesn't do anything whatsoever.
When you go grocery shopping, do you get like a little snack? Like, do you get like a little while you're grocery shopping or like in the car on the way home, like a little snack?
Oh, like on the way? Yeah, man. So like usually I'll get like I'm a big I like those 501 bars, bro, or like granola bar or something like that. So I'll get that, man.
Boring.
I know that's what
Boring.
that's what I know, bro. I know, man. I know. Or I'll get like sometimes they'll sell like those hard boiled eggs, man. I'll get. I know, Brody. I know, man. It's disgusting, bro. I eat because I eat not for
if I had
pleasure.
tomatoes on me, I'd throw them at you. I'd throw them at you right now.
Man, I don't eat for. I've stopped eating for enjoyment. I eat because of the macros as it is, man.
That's crazy.
It's nasty, bro.
It's a little off topic, but that is a key difference between my wife and I.
Okay.
I eat to indulge.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm thinking about the meal I'm gonna have,
Like
and I want to make it the best.
Yeah, because you
So I
can
enjoy
taste it. You
Yeah.
taste it. You
So I
taste
can
it.
enjoy it.
You're like making the food and you see the season like, ooh, I can
Yeah.
taste that's gonna taste well on the left note of my
Yes.
tongue.
Yes. And if she makes something to eat, she's eating it to survive.
Yeah. So she not putting the seasonings or anything like that.
No, she'll
Oh,
season it.
but
She'll
it's just eating because I have to.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Versus me, I'm like just for perfect example.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Yesterday, she got a moment. She made a meal.
Uh-huh.
Well, she hasn't been because she's
Yeah.
she's got a baby.
Yeah,
she's
she's been getting sucked dry.
Yeah. So then she went and she made a meal. And she made like the protein pasta because she likes those. She has like the bonza, chickpeas. The
chickpeas.
So she made the protein pasta, and then she made like she took like the red tomato sauce, and she kind of like did that.
Yeah.
And then she did what was the protein that she did in that? She did that with what? Oh, and we have like this Dominican sausage that we got from Jersey. My brother came, she brought that.
Yeah.
So she chopped that up and she put it in there, whatever. Cool.
Oh yeah.
And then she put And then she like, oh, and she was like, oh, let me throw a little cilantro. She puts a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. She made that. And she was eating that. And then she ate, and then I passed her the baby, and I went to eat.
Yeah.
And when I went, and I grabbed some cheese.
Oh, you put more in.
No, she didn't have had cheese. She just had
you sauced it up.
So I put some cheese on there. I got a toast. I put the toast. I toasted it. I put the toast on there with some butter.
You made yourself look pretty. The presentation.
I indulged. You know what I'm saying? I leveled it up.
Yeah.
I indulged. Because, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's an experience.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like crunchy with this. And like, it's kind of.
It makes it feel better.
It tastes better. It tastes better. It's all about the taste better. And my mom was like that too.
Oh, really?
My mom was like that too. She was like, all right, well, if we're going to eat something, we're going to eat great.
Yeah, that is true.
We're going to eat great. That's going to taste amazing.
I can see that,
Things
man.
are going to go together. Like,
yeah.
You know?
It makes it more enjoyable. You like to enjoy all the things.
My wife, she'll have oatmeal.
She don't care.
She'll
like,
oatmeal and some boiled eggs. All right, I'm good.
just put this in my body because I need to eat.
The fuck is this?
Just away from me.
Come on, man.
Oh snap, man! But man, I so I like that too because like one of the other ones I have is eating meals like someone who cares about you planning them, not punishing not punishment provision. It's kind of what you're talking about. You're eating foods because you care about it. You care about what you put in your body. You want to indulge. You want to enjoy all the things. You don't want it to be like a punishment. You want it to be actually like nutritious for you.
But you gotta find the balance.
That's the balance.
I can do that as long as it's healthy and it's good.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing lately with the meal prep and everything.
But that's all it is, man. You can freak it a little bit, Brody.
Yeah. And I like Brussels sprouts, I like broccoli.
Yeah.
So I like the red meat.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
But you're gonna put like pancetta in your Brussels sprouts.
Pancetta? What's that?
You never tried that? So it's pancetta is like thinly sliced. I think it's like almost like bacon.
Yeah.
Bro, like so.
I've never done that. I've done bacon though.
Man, yeah. So, bro, quick topic, and then we'll get back to it. There's one thing: Brussels sprouts. Mm-hmm. Cut all Brussels sprouts in fourth or in halves, and then I will cut up and like dice up and put pancetta in a big thing, like a big baking sheet. And then I will cook the pancetta with the Brussels sprouts. Mm-hmm. Bro, you do that, man, you get the oils and the fats from the pancetta. Mm-hmm. Soak that into the Brussels sprouts, and it gets all crispy and stuff. So when you're eating it, you can taste that texture and crunch.
All right, so let me level it up for you.
Yeah, you got to freak it, man.
But let me level it up for you.
Okay.
This is what I did.
Okay, oh shit.
This is what I did. So I went and I got the Brussels sprouts and I chopped them like you would do a cabbage.
Oh, like shredded in.
Yeah. Like do a cabbage.
Okay.
And then I did everything you said.
Yeah.
And then I cooked it so it was all crispy. It was no
there's no like soggy parts on it.
Yeah, and it was all like crispy, and I put it with the rice and
with the rice? I didn't think about with the rice.
Yeah, well, you know.
I mean, you eat rice. I forgot. Yeah, if you guys go back to the previous episode, this nigga gonna take me to the ER, and he's gonna give me rice with plantains with beans, a little bit of meat. just a
you gotta pay extra.
But it's mainly it's a smorgasbord of carbs. So, kind of getting back to it. Another healthy healing discipline is set boundaries for your younger self that you never had permission to. And you're not being mean. You're just protecting your peace. And also celebrate progress the way kids get celebrated. Joy is medicine, and adults need that as well too. We talked about that before, man. How you're like me and I'm like you. How we just go. We accomplish something. And we don't take the time to actually like celebrate our wins. Right. It's just on to the next one. Right. And that can become daunting and dull, and we'll never create joy in our life because we're constantly moving and not actually being like, man, I did that shit. Mm-hmm. I was able to create something. I was able to get something out that was in my mind that I manifested, put it on paper. From that paper, I was able to put into action. From that action, I was able to be successful. You know, taking the time to step back and enjoy the wins and the doves, man. Whether they be big or small, is crucial in healing that inner child. Especially if you grew up in a household that you always had to look for validation. Even if you feel like your parents gave you validation, there's still parts of you like for me, I know my parents did the best that they could, but for some reason I still have trauma with always want to be the best and to be successful and to want validation from other people and so when people say I did good, I'm like, I could have done better, and that just may be because of that inner child that's still not healed, and there's nothing anyone can do but myself. It's me telling myself, hey, you did a good job. Celebrate yourself, big dog. It's talking to yourself. I talk to myself like I would talk to Miles. He's the younger version of me. And if I talk to him in a way that's loving and kind and upbuilding, why would I not talk to myself like that? It's vital and it's key in order to build yourself up.
Do you? There comes a point like, do you want to heal everything? You know what I mean? There's some things that like,
That you like?
yeah, like, don't you like that you have that drive?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Will that drive go away if you like heal this? If you're content with everything you do?
I feel like
You know what I mean?
I feel like my drive and my need to be the best and my need to be successful will never go away. It's just I'm to the point now where I'm thankful and I'm grateful to have that drive, but also know that if I don't succeed, it's okay. It's okay. Where before I was driven, like I have to succeed, I have to do this, and then it gets to the point of who am I doing this for? Am I doing this for someone else's validation? Am I trying to make someone else happy by people pleasing, or if I'm doing it for myself? Because
Okay.
that's in it too. Because if I'm doing it for myself,
That makes
I'll do
sense.
it all day long.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing it because I'm trying to fix a trauma for people pleasing or validation,
You're feeling a void if you want, yeah. If
feeling
you
that
want
voice.
someone to pat you on the back because you did it, it's like, yeah.
That's where that's where you have to decipher, okay, who am I doing this for? Because if I'm doing this for myself, that's all day. I'm gonna do that all day because that's a passion. That's my drive. That keeps me going. That's my ikigai. That's what keeps me going to the next. If I'm doing it for someone else, okay, now I need to sit back and reevaluate, why am I doing this for someone else? And by me doing this for someone else, what am I getting out of that?
Right.
You know? So the challenge for this week I got is to write down one painful pattern your inner child still controls. Ask what did I need back then, and then give that need to yourself through discipline, not punishment. And then each night I want you to end with one sentence: I'm not abandoning you. So whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's big or small, whether you know it's big and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do this, tell yourself, hey, whatever you go through, big dog, I got you. I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna get this through this together.
Right.
Talk to yourself like you would your child. Would you talk to your child in a way that's gonna beat them up, or would you talk to your child that so that they can realize that the sky is not even the limit? Because there is no limitations. That's one thing that I feel like we all have to instill within ourselves, because we all give ourselves limitations, we all give ourselves limits, we all give ourselves structures and boundaries that keep us closed and comfortable. But we have to realize the best version of ourselves is going through the unknown. It's going through the fire and knowing that no matter what it is, I have enough grit, I have enough passion, I have enough dedication and drive to get me through anything. I can succeed anything because why? I believe in myself. I believe in everything I do. And when you do that, just watch what shifts. Watch what shifts within you, watch what shifts in your environment, watch what shifts in the people around you, because we're all energy as well too. So your inner child, kind of closing words, your inner child doesn't need you to hustle harder. They need you to guide them gently. They need structure without shame. They need boundaries without fear. They need discipline without trauma. And you deserve to become the version of yourself who finally feels safe in your own mind. And when we feel safe in our own mind, like I said, there is no limitation. We can do anything. Kanye style, bro. Kanye is Kanye because he doesn't view that there is no limit.
Right.
He feels that he is a savant. He's one of the greatest because he's able to realize he may be a little crazy at times, but he's realized within himself he has confidence in himself, and we can do the same thing by having that discipline and actually feeding and nurturing that inner child within ourselves. That's all I got for today, guys. Like always, stay pleasant, stay present, stay positive. Peace.